The dining room glowed with golden chandeliers, every table set with crystal glasses and silver cutlery. For the guests, it was a night of luxury. For her, it was just another shift. But when a billionaire leaned back in his chair, speaking in rapid German to his friends, she caught every word. They thought she couldn't understand the insults about her skin, her job, her worth. But they were wrong. What happened next would turn their laughter into silence and expose more than they could imagine. Watch until the end. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories. Like this. Amara had worked at the luxury hotel for 3 years. She wasn't just a waitress. She was the kind of employee managers trusted with their most important guests. Calm under pressure, always smiling, and quick to solve any problem. She spoke 5 languages, a skill she rarely needed but always cherished. Tonight, the banquet hall was hosting an exclusive gala for some of Europe's wealthiest elites. Amara moved between tables, balancing trays of champagne and delicacies, her mind focused on the rhythm of service. For her, it was routine, until she approached the corner table draped in velvet, where a billionaire investor from Germany sat surrounded by his entourage. Their eyes followed her like she was an inconvenience in their perfect evening. She didn't know it yet, but this table would change her night and maybe her life. As she placed their glasses on the table, she heard it, quick clipped sentences in German. Her heart froze for a moment. She didn't just know the language. She had studied it in university and lived in Berlin for 2 years. She understood every word. They spoke about her as if she were invisible. Look at her hands. Probably never touched anything finer than cheap cloth. Bet she can't even read our menu. And that smile, pretend politeness. I wonder if she even knows where Germany is. The table chuckled softly, as if the air itself belonged to them. Amara kept her face neutral, her hands steady. Every part of her training told her to ignore it, to keep moving. But something in their voices, so casual, so sure, made her stay for a second longer. She refilled their glasses, letting their words continue to flow, her mind already spinning with what to do next. When she turned to leave, another voice spoke, louder this time. Careful, she might spill it. These people aren't used to such fine places. The laughter erupted again. Guests from nearby tables glanced over, catching only fragments, not knowing the sting behind the smiles. Amara's steps slowed. This wasn't just ignorance. It was public humiliation wrapped in expensive suits. And as she placed her tray back at the service counter, a quiet determination settled in her chest. If they wanted to mock her, they would. Hear her answer in their own words. She returned to their table, her posture tall, her voice steady. But this time she spoke, not in English, not in the polite, rehearsed phrases of service, but in flawless, confident German. Gentlemen, she began, her tone smooth yet sharp. Since you've discussed my hands, my education, and my worth, perhaps I should introduce myself properly. I hold a degree in linguistics, I've lived in Berlin, and yes, I can read every word on this menu. The table went silent. The billionaire's smirk vanished, replaced by something he hadn't felt in years, embarrassment. Around them, nearby guests turned to watch. The room's warmth shifted, and the mocking power he had moments ago evaporated in an instant. She didn't wait for his response. She placed the bill on the table, her message delivered. They left soon after, avoiding her gaze, the sound of their laughter gone. Amara continued her shift, her heart still steady, her mind replaying the moment. It wasn't just about defending herself, it was about proving that dignity doesn't depend on wealth, and ignorance crumbles in the face of truth. By the end of the night, other staff whispered about what happened, some smiling in quiet admiration. A few guests even stopped her to thank her for her composure. In a world where prejudice often hides behind closed doors, sometimes it takes one unexpected moment to bring it into the light. How many more times will people underestimate others, based on skin, accent, or uniform before they finally learn? Which country and city are you watching from? Take care.